All right, so I've been hearing this, after the Zelensky's Trump debacle and all that, when he went to the White House, Zelensky. I don't know if it's an algorithm or what, but YouTube is and even X, pushing that narrative about Zelensky's being a comedian before, and I just saw this one on YouTube. So let's figure out. So this is from the BBC News.
Здрасте.
Василий Петрович Голобородько?
Да.
Доброе утро, господин президент.
Привет, как дела? Серьезный день, ребята.
So this is some
Как
kind of a
настроение?
movie. Then.
Класс? Це не фейк, і я дуже серйозно відношусь до нас.
До життя кожної людини.
И вот здесь, понимаешь, теперь они заставляют детей булки
Zelensky stars in a hit. What is that? Zelensky stars in a hit TV show as a teacher who's elected president. So this is true?
Знаешь, почему у нас жить собачья? Да потому что мы свой выбор начинаем.
в будках. Понятно? А выбирать-то не из двух пи***расов выбираем меньше. И так 25 лет подряд. Ты знаешь, что интересно?
Да, при решении этого вопроса будет.
Huh. So in the office, the fictional president is principled and disarmingly honest. Okay.
Учитываться специфика.
Уважаемые журналисты, я прошу прощения, я не готов к этой пресс-конференции. Как совместить физкультуру, спорт, если хотите, изучение украинского мовы. Ситуация очень простая. Первая причина, конечно же,
People want to see the president like Vasily
как Василий Голобородько, с такими самыми главными
with the same moral
моральными
values.
ценностями. А второе, конечно же, это ответ всему политическому истеблишменту. Люди хотят что-то новое.
Я тут ни при чем. Перестаньте.
One big
Мы же все
difference.
понимаем, что это твой человек. Нет, я был уверен, что Голобородько это твой человек. Ясно. Если не твой,
TV
мой, значит,
president
это
departure
человек
from
Рустема Ашотовича. Господа, клянусь, я не имею к Голобородько никакого...
Много всего нового научиться. Посмотреть, как дышит собака.
So he's like a stand-up comedian.
Піти в президенти України. І одразу коную. Я іду в президенти України. Давайте зробимо це разом. З Новим роком.
Wow. Mr. Ken, I'll tell you, Ken, who's alleged to have defrauded Ukraine's largest bank of billions of dollars. Ooh.
А мне никакая не игрушка в руках Коломойской. И не был бы игрушкой,
Вот я не
честно говоря, ни в руках ни одного из этих людей.
If you're a man of principles,
Yes.
why are you working for a man who the anti-corruption authorities say has stolen all this money from the people of this country?
Все каналы у нас принадлежат олигархам.
Huh.
Все крупные предприятия принадлежат этим группам. Получается, что мы все люди в Украине, 40 миллионов людей без принципов, мы все работаем на этих предприятиях. Или визион будет про меня. Да?
Про вас.
Some of the most recent poll shows like this.
Какие вы сволочи.
So he ran like a joke. I mean, that was just like according to the Democrats, that Trump ran as a joke, which he did not. So that's surprisingly. I didn't know that. I mean, I knew that he was on the media, but I knew he was a comedian, like a stand-up comedian. So this is from Live Mint. From comedian to president, 5 surprising facts about Ukraine's Vladimir Zelensky. says before becoming Ukraine's president in 2019, Vladimir was the comedian and actor, which that's the one we've seen in the video. He co-founded Kvartal 95 and has pushed for digital reforms. Okay, so Vladimir Zelensky, President of Ukraine, has a remarkable and multi-phased life. Here are the 5 lesser known. Excuse me. Number 1. Before entering politics, Zelensky was a popular comedian and actor. He has gained fame as the star of the Ukrainian television series Servants of the People. Ooh. And then Zelensky co-founded a production company called Kvartal 95, a production house behind popular comedy shows, sitcoms, and films. Zelensky holds a law degree from Kyiv National Economic University. He didn't pursue law as a profession. Why would you? Yeah, he's already, right now, he's probably a billionaire. He got billions and billions of dollars. Zelensky holds a law degree from Kyiv National Economic University. Oh yeah, I read that one. This one is Zelensky has an advocate for digital initiative, including digitizing public services and creating a more transparent government. When Zelensky announced his presidential candidacy in 2018, many critics saw him as inexperienced and underestimated his chances. However, his outsider status, charm, and anti-corruption platform helped him with the presidency in a landslide victory in 2019 with over 70% of the vote. Wow. Okay. So, in 2019, Zelensky purchased a villa in Italy. The villa was bought for $4 million, a Northwood investment for someone in Zelensky's position. However, in 2020, he sold that villa. Huh. All right. So now we know. I mean, this is again not. A lot of people don't know this. A lot of people don't know who's. He thought that. Well, I heard from a lot of people that he was in like some kind of a military. I don't know if he went to the military, but you know how like he dressed up as a kind of a military persona, a tough guy kind of persona that he pushes when he's on the front of the TV. So yeah, UK Prime Minister Starmer committed billions to Ukraine in his recent speech after meeting with Zelensky. But what many leftists don't know is that the EU gave over $3 billion more to Russia last year, $23 billion for oil and gas, than to Ukraine for war in 19. So much for Slava Ukraini. Oh man, what is it? It says European Union spent more on Russian fossil fuel than Ukraine aid in 2024. Oh my goodness.
First, we will keep the military aid flowing.
Oh, well, this is the
increasing the economic pressure on Russia to strengthen Ukraine now. Second, we agree that any lasting peace must ensure Ukraine's sovereignty and security, and Ukraine must be at the table.
Okay, so this is the speech that UK Prime Minister Starmer did when he pledged billions of dollars to help Ukraine. To help what? Actually, that's like what Trump is saying. He doesn't mind helping, but when is it going to end? Do you have anything plan laid out on how you're going to end that, or for peace? Because Russia's. I don't think Russia's going to give up. So it's either World War III and fight it out, or make peace with them. Just like how we're making peace with, like the world's making peace with North Korea. You know what I mean? So this one is Tulsi Gabbard makes the clear case for why Ukraine is anything but a democracy. Zelensky has canceled elections, censored political opposition, quashed religious beliefs, instituted state-run media, and more. Ukraine is a tyranny under Zelensky, but you hear different things from the media otherwise. When it says 2 minutes, so let's hear what.
And they also though think that they're in moral alignment, and they should be with the U.S. when it comes to those freedoms and things you talk about. Certainly, those are not things that you would say that Russia or Putin celebrates or bestows on his own people.
That's correct. I would not make that claim, and it's clear that that's not the case, nor does President Trump, but that's not really what we're talking about here. We're talking about many of these European countries and Zelensky himself, who claim to be standing and fighting for the cause of freedom and democracy, when we actually look at what's happening in reality in these countries, as well as with Zelensky's government in Ukraine, is the exact opposite. You have the canceling of elections in Ukraine. You have political parties being silenced or even criminalized or thrown in prison. You have the freedom of religion, churches being shut down. You have political opposition being silenced. You have total government control of the media. We could go down a whole laundry list of issues that are against the values of democracy and freedom. So it really begs the question, as Vice President Vance said again in Munich, it's clear that they're standing against Putin. Obviously, that's clear. But what are they actually really fighting for? And are they aligned with the values that they claim to hold in agreement with us? The values that President Trump and Vice President Vance are standing for, and those are the values of freedom, of peace, and true security.
All right, so the way that you describe Ukraine, the way that most Americans and most of the world understands Russia, are you saying it's essentially choosing between the lesser of two evils?
What I'm focused on is what President Trump is focused on, which is peace. Seeing the world.
That's what the thing. You don't have to choose. You can't choose. You don't have to choose. That's what Trump's saying. He wants the people to stop dying. That's what he wants. Work it out. Piece of land. I think they're fighting about piece of land. Work that stuff out. There are too many people already dead and dying, and people in Ukraine are forced to fight. There were some videos. Actually, Ukrainian soldiers are capturing civilians so they can fight for them. That's tyranny. But anyway, bottom line is, gotta stop killing. Stop fighting. So this is what conscription looks like in Ukraine today. So apparently allegedly this is our Ukrainian soldiers capturing civilians. Now, I don't know how true this is, but that's what it's saying right there. I mean, if they're running out of soldiers, I think that that's their next step. Leftist logic: Zelensky is a hero for putting his country first, but Trump is a fascist for putting his country first. Got it.